Hey, what's up, Big Nation? This is David Labby with Big Man Fitness coming to you today on June 18th, 2017. It's Sunday. So, alright, let's get into this. Right now, I wanted to talk to you guys about better over perfect. You will never be perfect 24/7, especially when you're transitioning into this lifestyle. When you're transitioning into a healthier lifestyle, whether or not it's your fitness goals, whether or not it's your nutritional goals, you'll never be perfect 24/7. It's just about impossible. But you can make better choices. Better over perfect always wins. So, like the other day, I ended up having my cravings and I really wanted to have some chocolate, right? And I really wanted to have something sweet. I ended up having a very big craving, and it was very difficult for me. So, what did I do? I drank some water, filled up the volume, right? And I grabbed something else. I ended up grabbing beef jerky, some peanut butter, and some pork cracklings. So, pork rinds, they're called chicharrones. I had those instead of the chocolate. Now, I did end up having a larger amount of food than I expected for the day, for my caloric intake, but that was a better choice than what I did. Now, some of you guys are gonna be like, "Oh, that's crap," you can't, like, you're just making excuses. No, no, I'm not. If you've ever been in this situation, for those of you who have never had to deal with your weight, never had to deal with extreme obesity, never had to deal with addiction to food, you don't understand. And that's okay. I don't understand addiction to other things. I'm not going to go down this road for this and not make it my primary basis for my defense. But for those of you who do struggle with food addiction, you understand that dipping your toe in the water is almost just as dangerous as an alcoholic taking a sip of wine or beer. It's almost as dangerous because you can slip up and then go right down the rabbit hole all over again. And I know that about myself. That doesn't mean that I will not be able to have a piece of cake or something like that later on. But there's a difference between choosing, like, say you're going to a party or you're going out with a loved one for a special occasion, and you decide beforehand, I'll allow myself a treat tonight. Hey, it's okay to go and have and indulge a little bit for a specific reason. Not it's Tuesday and I want to have Reese's peanut butter cups. Like, there's a huge difference. Or where suddenly you have that craving and you're like, I just need to indulge right now. That is a totally different story. That is giving into your temptations, right? Because I do plan on having special occasions. So, like, I think it's so I plan on having my first reintroduction of sugar for my birthday, which is not until the end of the year. Way till the end of the year is when I'm planning on having my first reintroduction of sugar. Not for fructose. I'm going to have fruit in December, but at the end of the year, I will be having, so I think like December 31st at the end of the year. But that's my plan. That's just my plan. So I've gone 4 months so far. Almost, excuse me, almost 4 months without sugar, without any type of sweets, treats, or anything. The only things that I do have are snacks, such as pork cracklings. I suddenly got the hiccups. Like pork cracklings, I would eat fish out of a can, salmon, sardines, Vegetables, I like to do cucumbers with salt and pepper as my snacks. So things like that. Now I'm getting into celery and peanut butter, right? That's one of the snacks that I'm interested in right now. But nothing with any type of sugar or major sugar added or anything like that. I'm staying away from it. But that doesn't mean that I don't crave it. So guys, having that concept of better over perfect. Okay. This is what I want to do. I want to go out and binge eat some chocolate cake or something like that. And I say it because that's what I was kind of thinking. I was looking at Suzy Q's. I was looking at I was driving by Dunkin' Donuts. My favorite sweet treat, my favorite one, right, is the chocolate frosted coffee roll from Dunkin' Donuts. Now that's about as close to fake pastry as you can get, right? Because I don't even know if it's made out. I mean, I don't even know what the real ingredients are, but I'm pretty sure that it's made out of a ton of sugar and modified ingredients. Anyway, I know that, and I really wanted one, and I could have gone and gotten it. And I used to do that all the time. That was like my normal thing. Go get a cup of coffee. I mean, especially like, what was it, 5 or 6 years ago or something like that. Actually, it wasn't even that long ago. Probably like 3 years ago. Before I quit smoking, I would go smoke a cigarette, get a cup of coffee, smoke a cigarette, eat a couple of donuts, get a couple of those chocolate frosted coffee rolls. Have that along with a sandwich, right? A sausage, egg, and cheese on a croissant, right? And I would have it with like 5 ketchup packets because I loved I loved ketchup on my sausage, egg, and cheese. And it was my favorite thing in the morning because it was my normal commute to work, and I thought it was the best thing since sliced bread with sliced bread. It was ridiculous. It was absolutely. I think back on it now, my eating habits, and still, like, I still have room for improvement. There are times when I have absolute willpower, and everything bends to my will, right? I'm strict. I am on the path of righteousness, and then there are days when I am at the precipice. I'm at the edge of the cliff, just looking down and going, it'd be so easy to jump, right? Just let gravity do the rest, because that's all that crazy does, is just let it go. And then I'm like, okay, in this moment, do I need perfection, or do I need to be better? So I choose to be better over being perfect. I hope this resonates with some of you guys. I hope it shows some of you guys. Because sometimes I just want to binge eat, and I want to go crazy. And I know that it's not good for me. And I know that it's not... I know everything about it here. But you need to make that connection from your heart and to your mind to allow it to run properly and not throw yourself into a guilt fest. That was my biggest thing, is that I would do something wrong and then I would beat myself up for it, and then I would be like, you can't do crap, you're complete shit, you're going downhill, you obviously need to restart on Sunday, restart next week, it'll be fine, just have the weekend, right? It's okay to restart that minute, to restart the that night, not the next morning. Restart that night. Stop what you're doing. It's okay. You go and you end up eating a roll of Oreos. Don't freak out. It's okay. Go drink some water. Go hydrate. That's the first thing. If you binge eat 3 things that I would say to do when you binge eat. Go and rehydrate. Try and drink, and if you can, make it citrus water. That's the biggest thing. So drink some citrus water. Go in the morning. Drink water again, right, as soon as possible, and then drink some coffee, some strong coffee, and hopefully that will flush some things out of your system. There's a few other things that you can do. I'm not going to get into them right now, but those are the primary things, is to help your body process these things fast and push them out of your body, out of your bowels. Not to be gross, I'm just letting you know. And no, that does not mean go and take laxatives. For the love of God, do not take anything chemical that will do something like that to your body, because that can actually do more harm than it can good. Citric acid in the citrus water, so let's say you drink lemon water, which is what I do, helps break things down and helps you utilize, it helps with a lot of things in your system. Sorry, I got the fan on and it keeps on tickling my mustache. So, but anyway, guys, I hope that some of this helped you out. Remember, guys, be informed, stay motivated, live big. Who up?